Right. Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. So, welcome back. Let us find out the last message in this investigation that God wants to tell us about the heathens and the sheathens who refuse to believe that they're actually people who choose to be good in this world, people who choose integrity over manipulation, people who choose friendship over frenemyship, who choose loyalty over cheating, people who simply choose to do the right thing. They don't believe that people like that exist. They think that everybody was taught to be a liar and a manipulator so that we can create the dog eat dog world that we've all come to know. We've all grown to know the world to be a dog eat dog world, a crabs in the barrel type of world. But the truth is, the people before us made it this way. And then they taught us their ways, grew up practicing their ways. And it's so rampant, so many people practicing those deceitful ways that people who actually follow the rules like God asked us to are so far and few in between that is like, people like you exist. Yeah. So now, with people like us being on the rise, people who actually respect God, people who see God's vision, people who see the value in following God's instruction. Now that we're on the rise, people like those who were raised by heathen, practitioners of heathenism and heathen, they're going to see us and interact with us more and more. So we're not one of the world's best kept secret anymore. It's like, yeah, people like us do exist. We don't just talk God. We walk, live, eat, breathe, shit, sleep, sex, teach God. Yeah, God is in every area of our life because there's no other way. There's no better way, actually. There are other ways, but there's no better way than to include God in everything. Everything. Even if we're going to kill somebody, we invite God into the situation because we don't want to break the law, the real law. You know? Yeah, people like us do exist. There are assassins out there right now who have a strict moral code. They pray before they go fulfill their duties. Yeah, they don't just take out anybody. They have a code that they work and live by. And those who know them, they respect those codes because that's how they set their business of assassination. You see what I'm saying? In every walk of life, God has put its representatives there so that we can be that walking, living, breathing example to show people who believe that the world is only dog eat dog that there's a difference. We can make a difference. There are people out there who don't live like that. There are people out here who we don't respect that. I mean, we see it and we can't do anything about it. We have to learn to maneuver ourselves around it. Hence, we don't have many friends because it's like people don't like our honesty. Our honesty get them people who are living that way in trouble by default. And it's like, the thing is, they raise people generally to believe that you should tell the truth, you should do good, you should do right. And then at some point when we reach adolescence, it's like the rules just flip suddenly, and we have to catch up, because after you done raise me to go to church and love God, and God asks for truth, and God asks for kindness, and God teaches us to do the right thing, then when we get to a certain age, it's like, I see you doing something, I'm talking to you thinking I'm doing a good thing, and only to find out I'm offending you with the truth. People like me, we had to suss that shit out and realize, oh my God, I didn't realize I was around a bunch of liars, a bunch of manipulators, a bunch of gossipers, people who talk behind people back. They smile with them in their face, and then they talk about them behind their back. They don't really like them like that. You can see that they're in competition with them. Just uh, all sorts of improper ways of being. Things that they wouldn't like people to do to them, they're quite happy to do to people, but they hide and do it. So there are those kind of people in the world, and then there are us. There's us. What you see is what you get. If we don't like you, we will tell you straight, we don't like you. We'll tell you in a respectful way, some of us. But if we don't like you, we not deal with you. Simple. Unless we have to, then we keep it cordial and keep it moving when our business is done. There don't need to be no palaver. There don't need to be no drama. There don't need to be no hating. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even need to know that we don't get along like that. If we got business to, if some kind of business matter or some other kind of important matter make our paths cross, then we handle our business and we leave. There are people in the world just like that. We're not into hating others. We're not into cheating others. There's no reward in that. We know that there's punishment in that. Some people, their karma takes years. Some people, their karma is instant. And when you know better, God expects you to do better. So people like myself, it's not even that we don't want to do certain things to certain people, but it's like we know better. So some people might rub us the wrong way, and we want to, we would gladly slap them sometimes. We would gladly punch them up sometimes. Some of us might even do worse. But people like us, we know the value of self-control, self-discipline, because even if we do these things, what's going to happen after that? You see, we think ahead and we care about our peace. So we don't start none, even if other people don't start it. It's like you can treat me in a certain kind of way, in an unsavory way. You could treat me in an unfair way. It's not every time that I need to respond to you in kind. It's not every time that I need to defend myself. And that doesn't make me weak. That just make me a protector of my peace. It's like you're not worth my time. I know you're looking for attention. I know you're looking to get a rise out of me, and I don't feel like giving it to you. I just don't feel like it. It don't mean I'm a punk. Because if you keep pushing buttons, then we will show you that we are not what you have perceived us to be, which is weak. A lot of y'all think that good people are weak. A lot of y'all think that good people are people to walk on. A lot of y'all think that good people are people to just fool. A lot of y'all think that good people are people to just take advantage of, use at your will, and discard of when you're finished with us, when we can no longer serve you. All of us are not that way. Some of us have already awakened Some of us have already awakened to how good people are treated in this world. And we know now that we need to balance our goodness with the bitch within, with the dog within, with the beast within. It's a balance. Now we know. Nobody taught us this. We had to figure that shit out on our own. Well, I did. A lot of people had to as well. Because nobody tells us this. Because when people find good people, we are trusting of the person on the other end. Usually the person on the other end sees the good in us and they take advantage of that. And so it took us a while to figure out that you don't have any good intentions for me, do you? I've been kind to you, I've been nice to you, I've been open to you, I've been letting you into my personal space, but you don't really have good intentions for me. It's like you keep doing bad things to me and I keep forgiving you, and you keep doing bad things and I keep forgiving you, because that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we would like people to do, because people fuck up. Some people, they fuck up because they genuinely messed up. They didn't mean to. Some people mess up because they got habits and they're trying to break the habits, and it's just hard to break the habits. So you forgive over and over and over. Give people a chance at redemption. We want to see the good in other people. But then it gets to a point where you can see it's like, you're not trying. You're fooling me, actually. You're fooling me. You're making a fool out of me. That's what you're doing. And they're not going to tell you this. So we have to have confidence in ourselves that the person that we're dealing with is actually doing things that's against our highest good. They don't have good intentions for us. And we have to use our discernment and our judgment and make sure our heart is pure when we're coming to these conclusions, because we don't want to get it wrong. Because we still care about people. Sometimes that's what makes us take a long time to get to the point where we decide, you know what, I don't want to forgive you anymore. You've run, my forgiveness cup is dry for you. Until further notice, there's no more forgiveness here for you. Because I see that you don't care about me. I believe that you don't care about me. You bring me trauma, you bring me discomfort, you bring me confusion, you bring me uncomfortability, you bring me questions, you bring me unrest. So to give myself peace, I'm gonna let you stay over there. If I'm judging you wrong, Lord, please forgive me. But there are good people in this world. We're actually good, and we like being good, and we're not going to let any meanness that you bring to us. We're not going to make your disbelief of us actually being good characters, choosing to be good characters, change us and make us into bitter, angry ones. Because if you haven't done anything to me, I'm going to discipline myself to not do anything to you. I'm not going to allow myself to make you pay for the wrongdoings of the person before you. Whether this is in business, in love, in family, in whatever, I'm going to give everybody a blank, clean slate to begin with. Because I'm not trying to miss my blessing. Everybody's not the same. There are other people like me out there. There are other good people out there. And how will we know? We have to open the door and give people the benefit of the doubt, so we don't miss those good people. Because good people, they'll try to make the situation work for the both of us. Bad people, they behave in a selfish manner. They don't care about us. They just care about what they can get out of us. So I've said all that to say to the cross watcher, who is the heathens, those who were raised by heathens, who were most likely raised by heathens, and they were most likely raised by heathens, and so the generational curse continues. I'm saying all that so that they know that there are good people out here. And we're not being good because we have no other choice. We're being good because we choose to be good. It's what sits well within our soul. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel better. It brings us balance. It helps us focus. It makes us feel at peace with nature, at peace with God, to know that we're doing good. So we can walk this earth and not have to worry about haters. We can walk this earth and not have to look over our shoulders. And you people think that we just think we're bad or something. No, we don't think we're bad. We know we're blessed. There's a difference. We don't survive by our own strength and our own power or our own intelligence. We have a God for that. And our God got people for that. You see? And animals and plants and other inanimate objects. God can use anything to bless us. So that's why we walk the earth like we are bad man and bad gal. You check it. We look like, but that's not what that's not we know that's not where our strength come from. Our strength don't come from ourselves. Our strength come from the God who protects us and the delegates of the God who protect us. Because we respect the God, we honor the God, and we do the work of the God. So therefore, we get insurance from the God. We under God umbrella. So it's not that we think we bad, it's because we know we bless. There's a difference. We humble with our thing. How you perceive us is none of our business. Because we already know your thinking is jacked up. So you're gonna see us as arrogant. You're gonna see us as cold. You're gonna see us as dumb. Everything about us, you're gonna interpret in your own way. That's all right. But don't be surprised when we don't fit into your box because you were misperceiving us in the first place. We are not that. And even when we tell you who and what we are, you choose not to believe us. We don't give a fuck about that neither. We're going to still keep doing what we do, how we do, when we do what we do. You're not changing us. So you could remain in disbelief all the days of your fucking life that people like us exist. Good people who believe in God for real, for real, for real. We're not just talking it, we walk it. We sleep it, we eat it, we shit it, we read it, we sex it. We teach it, we learn it, we everything it. It is us and we are it. Now that I've done my introduction, let me clean my nose and then bring you God's message. We sex it and we birth it. God in everything that we do. Everything? Everything. That's why we keep winning. That's where our strength comes from. That's where our wisdom comes from. That's where our provision comes from. If we need a doctor, if we need a lawyer, if we need a job, if we need food, if we need love, if we need friendship, if we need sex, God got it. And we get it when it's the right time. And we don't mind because we know that God's plan is infinitely better than any plan we could ever conjure for ourselves. I'm sorry that your people did teach you these things. I'm sorry that this is the first time that you're coming up on people like us and concepts like this and personalities like this. I'm sorry. But you have to understand from our point of view how your disbelief and your constant testing and your constant manipulation and you're constantly being fearful of us, you're constantly being distrusting of us. It makes you treat us in a way that is warlike. It's annoying. It's annoying. The lengths that you have been going to prove that we are just like you. We were not raised like you, so we are not just like you. And even some of us who were raised to step on other people or to be deceptive and stuff like that, some of us, we grow up and we choose what type of adults we want to be. You don't have to remain the way that you were brought up. Once you reach a certain age and stage in life, your life is yours to govern however you see fit. Because at the end of the day, everything that you do and or don't do, everything you say and or don't say, regardless of who encouraged you to make those choices, you are the one who are going to have to suffer and live through those choices. So of course you have to become executive of your life. You can't always have your parents or your boss or your husband or your wife or your whatever deciding or dictating the choices that you make in life. Then when you drop in the hole, a lot of the times they don't even come to bail you out. They don't come to help you out. They don't come to keep your company, but you're allowing their decisions to dictate your fate because you're listening to them and making your decisions based on what they said. Some of you cross watchers out there, this is very eye-opening for you, I know. And I'm sorry that you were brought up that way, but welcome to life outside of the earthly matrix. Welcome to the divine matrix, where you're aware of the ugliness and the beauty of life. There's a lot of misteachings in society. All of us who are awakened, we realize that we come to a stage in our growth where we had to deprogram a lot of the teachings that we got as children and fill that space with knowledge that we learned through experience. It's just a part of life. And I imagine in a couple of years, there are going to be truths that you experience or come upon or learned as an adult that you may have to shift some of those. It depends on the times that we're in and society and, different factors. You cannot remain this, we cannot remain the same all the days of our life. Growth is a natural part of life. Change is a natural part of life. Character reformation is a constant. It happens slowly, but when you learn better, when you know better, it's best to do better. Or else when you're getting punished, you see you're getting punished and you know what you're getting punished for. And you can't do nothing about it because it's like, yeah, I fucked up. Oh, sorry. But yeah, a lot of our elders, they taught us some lessons that were valid for the world that we are leaving behind. All that cheating to get ahead, all that lying, all that scamming, all that stuff, God is cutting that out. In these times, it's integrity that's going to produce billionaires and millionaires. That's the reality that's being created now. And if you're not on board with that, you're going to become a pauper. Because people are fed up of the lies and the trickery and being treated wrong and stuff like that. And people simply aren't going to be dealing with people who are like that when they have a choice to deal with a company who brings integrity into play. People want quality, whether it's in friendships or in business. People want quality people to be around. People want to know that they can trust the people that they're around. And that's the new trend that's coming into play in society. And if you don't believe me, just keep watching and you're going to see. Badness out of style. Badness now we are again. Badness is not profitable again. Not in this season. Maybe in a season to come. But right now, badness not do it. Integrity, you do it. Good heart, clean hands. Accountability when you already fucked up. At least taking accountability for the fact that you made a mistake. That give you more power than trying to control someone through secret manipulations, secret orchestrations. Just be straight up. Why don't you try talking to this female that you feel is such a pretender? You think that her goodness is fake. Why don't you just try talking to her? Tell her straight. Tell her straight. Instead of sending in some next person to try and give her tests to see what she's gonna choose, to see if she's a corrupted soul or not. Why don't you just talk to her straight up and tell her straight, yo, I've never seen anybody. I've been watching you for a while. I've been watching how you move. And I've just never seen anybody move how you move. How you move like that. And then I ask you what do you mean? And then you explain yourself. That's how I do it in these times. Be a man about it. Or be a woman about it. Stop being a snake. And if you don't believe the answers, well, at least she gave you something to work with out of her own mouth. You can hold her accountable to those words. You can still watch her if you want to. Because it is your duty to make yourself sure. Because this could be a turning point in your life because you've never seen this before. Like, we can do that. It's called an awakening. That aha moment. That what moment in your life. That whoa moment in your life. We're here to help each other grow. You don't have to believe her if you don't want to. But give her a chance to speak rather than be doing all type of annoying tests on her. It's not nice. It's not nice. It's not fair. And even if you move her to anger, what? Who doesn't have anger within? What does that prove? It doesn't prove anything. It's better you talk to her and then keep watching her. You could watch her for years. Be prepared to watch her for years. Because shit, you watching somebody for years, after a while they get tired of pretending. If she is pretending, she gonna get tired. And you're gonna see her mask slip more and more and more and more and more. But give her a chance to speak her piece rather than trying to manipulate her into appearing to think like you. She's not like you. She wasn't raised by the type of people who raised you. Everybody's not raised in that way. Some people are raised worse than you. This is what they talk about when they talk about this is one of the things when they talk about generational curses. We have to stop looking outside of ourselves and start looking within ourselves, within our own psyche. Study yourself. A lot of y'all don't want to do that because you're not going to like what you see. But you're not completely to be blamed for it. You learned that somewhere. In part 1, we started off with the self-taught card in the reverse. You didn't teach yourself to create a dog-eat-dog world. Somebody did that because it was working. So don't be mad at those who taught you that either. It was actually working. That was the standard of society for a very long time. But it's changing now. It's about to not work anymore. There's a lot more people are waking up to their true character. A lot of people are waking up to seeing the value of integrity. That's what's happening right now. I'm telling you straight. We're building a heaven on earth. Right now, we're living in hell on earth. That's why nobody trusts nobody. Nobody are real friends for real. Man and woman can't get along in a relationship. The children are growing up in some toxic environments, raising menaces to society. This is hell on earth. We changing all of that. It's choice. You choose to be a better person, you're gonna have a better world. Like duh. It's gonna take some time for people to believe that it's better, but after a while you keep being that, they have no choice but to accept that you've changed. People can change. That's why I believe in forgiving people, because people can change. Even if they don't believe that they can change, I know better. And that's why I be looking stupid when it comes to how forgiving I am. Or people like us look stupid because of how forgiving we are. It's because we want to give you a chance at redemption. Everybody deserves that. If it was us messing up, we would love to have a chance at at being forgiven for our transgressions, even if we did them deliberately. What you don't want for yourself, don't put it out into the world. Shit work like magic. Just like that, we've turned up the heaven on earth prospects by a large fraction, just by following that one rule. If you don't want nobody to do it to you, don't do it to anybody. Creating heaven on earth is not hard. It is not hard at all. You just have to want it and be willing to put in the effort to build it. And it means that your friendship circles are gonna shift. It means your business circles are gonna shift. You have to be open for all these things to change. Some people that you don't want to lose, you're gonna lose them, because some people don't want to change. Some people love the darkness. Some people love to cheat to win. Some people love to win on their own merit so they can feel comfortable within themselves and say, yeah, man, I did that. Any cheating we're doing is prayer. We're not knocking down nobody else shit. You should have prayed too. Why didn't you pray? Shit. Some people are comfortable with this dog eat dog practice. Some people are not. Some people are only doing it because that's all they know. So I'm here to speak for the ones who are willing to change, who didn't realize there was another option. Because it looks like everybody is dishonest. Everybody is corrupt. That's how it looks, because there's so many people being dishonest and corrupt. But it's not everybody. Everybody. And whoever the females are that resonate with this, there's them and there's me. So it's not everybody. Some of us are willing to employ integrity even to our own detriment. And that's what a lot of people don't want to do. If they feel that being honest is going to make them lose something or someone that they want, they choose to lie. Only to end up losing that person or that thing in the future anyway. Because it always comes out. It don't matter if it takes 10 years, 5 years, 2 days, 20 years. It's going to always come out. It's better you lead with the truth. So that way everybody know exactly what they're getting into. So if they stay with you, it's because they want to stay with you. It's not because you manipulated them into staying with you. So it's because they love you for real. They know you're flawed. They accept that you're flawed. You're not perfect. Neither are they. It's like, better the devil you know. Y'all be too scared to talk the truth. It's because you're talking the truth to the wrong people. Some people appreciate the truth, some people don't. Some people can handle the truth, some people can't. You need to find people who can handle the truth. Birds of a feather flock together. And the faith card wanted to make an appearance like, yup, have faith. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the cycle ending. If you want to change, shit, you can change. You don't have to be that way. People taught you to be that way. And you did it. And you were great at it. And now that you see that there's another option, it's like, I want to try that. Yeah, some people may not be so happy with you wanting to try to be a good person for a change. Be ready to lose some friends and some family and some business partners, but it's a delicate balance, because just because you're being good, it don't mean that you have to like bring others down and expose their badness. Okay, that's where it gets messy. It's a very delicate balance. So if you choose to walk that way, just let other people decide for themselves to make the change. Don't alienate yourself from your people or them out just because you're changing your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to create too much disruption. And when I woke up and I started to change my life, I wish there was somebody there to tell me this, because I was a wildfire, and that is not healthy for the people you're around or for yourself. I admit I was a wildfire. I did not have a guide to tell me to balance. But here I am telling you, when you wake up, don't just go wild with your righteousness and your wanting good for other people. Start with yourself. Don't alienate or look down on anybody else, because remember, you're just now coming out of that same dark place, that place of unknowing, that place of unawareness. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not a thing to make you lord yourself over others or make you feel exalted or above others. No, it's a personal victory. You know, it's a personal victory. Nobody's perfect. Good people and bad people, we all have our place in the world. We need bad people to fuck it up so that good people have something to fix. And then bad people need good people to combat their badness, or else they'll get bored of doing evil. It's just like, this is too easy. When you got good people who are willing to stand up, it's like they have to wake up like, what? Yeah, we bring life to them. Like, nah, it's not that easy. So we complement each other. It just depends what side of the spectrum you want to operate on. And right now, we're going into a time where the side of light, the side of right, the side of good is being how to say, you see, like how darkness was running the world or the earth for such a long time. We're going into a season where goodness is what's going to be running. So you're actually going to see governments running good. You're actually going to see educational systems running good. The healthcare system is going to be running good. There's a lot of positive changes that we are bringing into effect now. We are creating a different and better world. And then there's going to come a time when evil will rise again. They're gonna get sick of all that good. And God will give them the power to overtake the good. Because it's like, this is getting boring now. Time to shake things up. That's how nature works. So right now, badness out of power. and goodness is being put into power. That's what's happening. It's simple. It's nothing to be freaked out about. It's just it's not evil's time anymore. Simple. Go sit down somewhere else. We're gonna put you to sit down. Period. Not that serious. You had your chance. You've done your bit. Now it's time for good people to come in and clean this shit up because this is a very big mess. And we're ready to go. We got decisions to make. We got faces to put smiles on. We got good news to bring to the people, bro. Get out the way. That's what's happening in Earth right now. Whether evil people like it or not, just watch. Only the news, you can't expect the news to tell you what's really going on. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to be the newscaster for this revolution that's happening there, because the news will never tell you what's really happening. Why you think there's so many giant businesses and stuff collapsing? It's because the energy has shifted. Those who are running their business on a lack of integrity, all those kingdoms are falling, all those empires are falling. And when they're rebuilding, if they're not rebuilding it on integrity, then they're gonna stay fallen. Businesses that you never thought would ever see collapse or ruin, they're actually collapsing because they're in the wrong energy. So God said, I'm gonna break this shit down and you're gonna build it back up. And I suggest you build it up properly this time because you know better. And if they don't build their businesses back up properly, that shit's gonna stay down on the ground. And that goes for you too. That goes for me too. That's what's happening right now. Good people are gonna become the norm. Being good to each other is going to become the norm. Just like how being bad to each other right now is the norm. Good people are such an exception that you can't believe good people like us exist. That's how rare it is to find a genuinely good person. It's crazy. But that's the world we live in. That's the game we're playing. So yeah. So we got passed away wanting to show itself. Stubbornness of the elder. Yeah, that shit is dead, bruv. So the way that the elders taught us to behave, that shit, it done dead already. Passed away. All those old ways of being, that shit is dead. Generational curses are being broken on a grand scale. Because they had the right formula for that time, but we in a different time now, grandma. We in a different time now, grandpa. We in a different time, great grandma and great grandpa, and great 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 grandma and great 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 grandpa. We in a different time now, great 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 grandma. We in a different time now, great 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 grandpa. Okay, and great 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 great. Yeah, you too, and you. We in a different time now. Those rules, they don't apply. So thank you so much for the years of success that your teachings have brought me. But now that the world and the planetary bodies and a lot of things have shifted about society, we need to move with the times or we're going to be left behind. We're going to lose our legacy. I'm not going to be the one to mess up the lineages, our lineage's fortune. So this is the time I'm living in. I need to grab hold of this situation according to the circumstances that are around me, or else we're going to lose. So I hope you forgive me as I make these decisions that's outside of the realm of the things that you taught me. And don't be surprised if you're met with resistance from your elders. Okay? Because they don't get it. They think that everything can still continue the same because they're resisting the change. And that's what's gonna make y'all lose. It's passed away. The stubbornness of the elder is dead. They don't have no choice but to give in or else lose. So God is just reaffirming what I was saying to you. Talking to everybody, the cross watcher and the female who's being abused because people just can't believe that she's actually a genuinely good person. Like, she's not faking at all. Welcome. You've just met one of your first people outside the earthly matrix. Okay? We belong to the divine matrix. We don't like this earthly matrix shit. That shit is beneath us. Okay? We know better. Shit is boring. That shit make you look old and gray and ugly from the inside and out. That's why so many people need plastic surgery right now. Because it's like, that nasty way of being, the kind of face that it made them, because we mutate, right? We naturally mutate. When I'm angry for a long time, my face change. I've seen it so many times, and I hate the way I look when I'm angry for a long time, because I look like a boy and I look like a beast. That's why I stay in a high vibration, so I can look like this. This is my more softer feature, my more feminine vibration, my more friendly vibe. I'm at like probably about 89% femininity right now. I'm still quite a way away from my real 100% feminine nature, but I'm in a good place. Being angry, being mean, that shit make people ugly and depressed. So when you get depressed and you're trying to forget your sins, you end up drinking, you end up doing drugs, you end up having too much sex and random sex, just anything to get the thought of the things that you're doing that you know better. But anything to block out your wrongdoings, anything to block out your problems, anything, that you probably created. That's the thing that it's like a snowball effect. That's why we just choose to do good, because when we choose to do good, we don't have problems like that. So we don't need to drink like that. We don't even need to take holidays like that. Like, we can work basically all year and not need like, oh, I need a holiday. No, because we don't surround ourselves with people who fucking make us miserable and shit like that if we can help it. We create the quality of life that we want for ourselves, so that we can be our best selves. So if we know we're going to work for a person or a company that's going to make us miserable, you best believe we're looking for a new place to work before we leave this one. But know that we leaving, Because you're not going to make me old. You're not going to kill me with stress. Okay? I'm going to find a place that's actually good for my health and my pockets. Or I'm going to be self-employed. Okay? That's how you build a life. Take charge of your life. That's how you stay young, forever young. You have to take care of yourself. Not just wish for good health. You're back, Mr. Virgin Islands. I'm not going to talk to you right now, though. I'm very busy. Yeah. But yeah, I love being here for people, even if they don't like me at first, because they don't get me. But I'm here to heal the world, okay? It's what I love to do, and everybody deserves a chance at change and a chance at hooking up with the best version of themselves. Eh? This is the revelation. I am the Illuminati. I bring the light. I bring knowledge. I bring the truth. And that's why the people them want to kill me. don't want people to share the truth and the light. They want people to be in the darkness so that they can always be controlled. So you buy their liquor and you buy their cigarettes without control. You need their doctors. It's a big picture, you know, and I know that I went off on a tangent on this one, but everything that I said up to this point is related to exactly what is going on here. So I've given you so much information on the fact that we are good people and why we choose to be good people and what's really going to encourage us to be good people and what the effects are of being good people and what the effects are of being bad people and how we got to be good people and how you these are gems, bro. And you're getting this for free. God is good to you. Whether you want to accept God or not, God's still gonna love you. God love all of us the same, no matter what we've done, good or bad. God love us, man. And God isn't what you think. We have to learn to see God for what it actually is. The way they teach us about God, it make us want to run away from God because we think that it's so boring. You don't know God. If you think God is boring, you don't know God for real. And that's a whole nother video. I'm not gonna go off on that tangent. I'm gonna hold it down because I already gone 1 hour and I'm still here shuffling cards and fucking laying golden eggs. Soon done, soon done. Whew. So what are we doing? Okay, subject matter of this part of the message. Okay, so we got freedom at the bottom of the deck. So that's the subject matter. Freedom. Freedom to be. Freedom to choose. But just so that in a world like this that they've built, you have to fight for your right to live truth, to speak truth. The powers that be, they hate the truth. So don't be surprised when you start getting surrounded by a whole bunch of secret agents when you start speaking truth and people actually listening to you. Don't be surprised if your own family try to betray you, your own lovers betray you, because by any means, it's their job to cut you down. Equally so, by any means, it's your job to maintain your freedom. Free Mason. You're a free builder. You're a builder of minds. You're a builder of society, a builder of families. We're here to fix the world, not fuck it up. We have to fight for our right to fix the world. Could you believe that? That's the reality that we live in. We have to fight for our right to fix the world that we live in. So who's trying to stop us from living in a better world? Aha. Why would it be wrong for you to criticize your superiors in any area of life? If it's your boss at work, if it's your government, if it's your parents, why is it such a crime to criticize their performance, especially if it's true? Who does that? Who does not respect constructive criticism? What kind of person rejects constructive criticism? That's what we're dealing with in a real life. And in spite of all that, we still choose to do the right. We still choose to do the good. We still choose to fight for our right to fix the world, the fucked up world that we live in. Death before dishonor. Your honor. Okay, so freedom, that's at the bottom of the deck. That's the subject matter. Let's see what God want to tell us. Let me check this one. Ah. So freedom. Now, this is definitely to the cross watchers who just can't believe that they're good people in the world. God said, illness, miracle, when you listen. So you're ill with psychological misteachings or misguidance. Okay, I can't call it that because it was working for a time, so I want to respect it for what it was. There was a time when the world was run on deception and manipulation, heavy, heavy, heavy. Okay, but that world has passed away. We're building the new world now. The atmosphere itself has shifted. It's for humans now to get in alignment with what nature itself is already aligned for. Okay, so God is saying your freedom is the subject matter, your freedom to choose, your freedom to be. The illness that you suffer from, which is the teachings of the past, you get a miracle if you choose to listen to what we've been telling you on this reading. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we got club and stole a baby. So now this is all psychological. So the people that you're around, so this could be families, maybe you were born into like secret societies, like your people before you had uh like membership or affiliations with different, just different groups. It doesn't even have to be like a secret society, but just because village spirit, you know. But they trained you to think how you think from you were a baby. You grew, you were born into this way of thinking and this way of being, this way of conducting yourself. They couldn't teach you any better because I'm sure whoever are your elders, they taught them the same life formulas. And it was fine for that time. But now we're in a new age where those things, they're not gonna go down well, because when you buck up on people like me and people like the one that you're studying so hard you can't believe that there are good people in this world, we're to fight for our right to keep being good people. And if that means tearing down your cloth, we're going to tear down your cloth and don't feel no way because you're being annoying with all your tests and you're pushing our buttons and you're talking shit to people that you don't even know nothing about. You're misjudging us and then you're painting a negative picture of us because you're measuring us according to your own way of thinking and your own way of being when we're not the same. So it's like a defamation of character, like unwillingly so. Because it's like you feel like you're thinking the right thing. So now you're going about trying to prove it. But we're not lab rats. We are not lab rats. We do not consent to this kind of treatment. Please talk to us. Just talk to us. And if you don't believe us at the end of the conversation, then that's fine. But we don't give you permission to keep dabbling in our life the way that you have just to prove your point. Because even when you see contrary answers to what you believe, you still don't believe and you still keep poking. So unless you see the result that you already have in your mind, you're not going to stop poking and prodding. So we're going to have to make you stop poking and prodding because it's annoying. It's not our fault that you don't believe that good people exist. But it's still annoying. You're trying to search, you have a right to search, but we have a right to object to your infiltration of our personal space, psychologically and physically and spiritually. So you're teetering, you're breaking the law, spiritual law. Spiritual police is here for you, and if you listen, you're going to get a miracle. There are good people in this world. Not everybody is good though. So don't bother start just trusting people randomly. It's good to test. But at what point do you accept, okay, I'm dealing with a good person? Like how much do you need to poke and prod this person and test this person and manipulate their life and see what they're going to do so you can pass judgment and say, okay, yes, they're a real one, or no, they're not a real one. See, I told you they were fake. What is it gonna take for you to come to your conclusion when while you're doing this experiment? this psychological experiment, this characteristic experiment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there has to be a cutoff point. And even if they're faking it, accept the L, or keep an eye out. Because you're moving into dangerous territory where we have the right to fuck you up. Because you're irritating us now. We're not going to be so accommodating, so thoughtful, so patient while you do your study. Because we're experiencing real pain. Our character is experiencing real damage from your disbelief. And you're spreading that disbelief to other people and you have no proof. You're searching for your proof, but you're talking it as though you already have the proof. So now you're doing shit to prove what you already passed off as proof or as truth. It's not okay. It's damaging. It's a social crime. It could also be a socio-economic crime because people who would have loved to work with this person and make money with this person, they're going to see this person as what you have painted the picture of them as, because you don't know that actual genuine people exist in this world. You're messing with a lot of things that you're not even paying attention to in that person's life. That person's good fortune is supposed to come as a result of that person putting good energy out into the world. But your disbelief and you spreading that shit to other people is blocking that person's good fortune because you're not talking it as though you're open-minded. You're talking it as though you're telling the truth. So it's like you're lying on the person. And then while people are poking and testing this person, they're not getting the results that you claim say they should get. Because you were not accurate in your assumptions in the first place. You're doing a lot of damage. And for that, we have the right to clap back if we choose. This female that you're doing it to, she has the right to clap back at you if she chooses. Let's read on. So yeah, so you've been programmed to think this way as from a baby. Okay? So club stole baby freedom. They stole your freedom to choose because the way that they taught to be, you thought that this was the only way to be. And it's understandable because so many people live and think like you. But not everybody is like you. There are good people in this world, like genuinely good people. So we got freedom. So they stole your freedom and gave you prejudice. So now you're just mean for no reason. You're mean because you think. You see? So it's not that you want to be mean to this earth angel or this good person. You don't directly want to be mean to her, but it's like because of your belief system, you're looking to prove your belief system to be legit, and it's not. So now it's just making you look mean, prejudice. See, disagreement. Like we object. This woman object. Whoever she is, she object to your indirect defamation of her character. It's not like say you're trying to ruin her character, but that's what's happening. Let's see. So yeah. So they stole your freedom and gave you prejudice. And there's a disagreement now with how you think and who this person in question actually is. And we got communication about the competition. your ways of being. We're investigating it. It's like there's no way she's better than me. There's no way she's nicer than me. Like nobody's that nice. Yeah, you were just brought up wrong. But it was necessary to bring you up like that to deal with the world that was out there at the time. But now things are changing. You can change too. So we got investigation about the rules. Rules of engagement. Is it? Yeah, cycle end. It's time to stop the madness. There are actually good people out there, and this person that you're investigating so hard, they're actually a good person. They're not fake. They're not faking. Okay? Yeah. You got betrayal, supernatural abilities. You see that? You're betraying this person's true character. This person that's this female is exceptional. She's an exception to the general human being. You're betraying her supernatural abilities. She's just who she is. That's her strength. That's her gift to be a good person, to be a good human being. That's how we get our blessing. That's how you get your blessing in the future. Because you used to get yours by just being manipulative and a good liar and schemer and whatnot. That God was uh, rewarding that in the past. But in the future, God's not going to be rewarding that behavior anymore. You're going to have to tap into your God self, your higher self. You know, that positive. You're going to have to take some lessons from this girl that you just keep annoying. She's going to tell you how to tap into your more powerful self, how to get into alignment with the universe so that nature itself gets up to bless you every day. Nature itself just works with you. Your fridge, your stove, your bed, your couch, shit, your hair bands, your hair dryer, the trees in your yard, the flowers in your house, everything just beautiful and glorious and harmonious with your energy. You're missing out. You're missing out. So yeah, you're betraying her supernatural abilities. We got healing, child care. It's time to heal the way that you were brought up. It's time for you to try the other side, try the other way. Yeah, healing the child care. We got the favorite, in-laws or step family, funeral. So these could be the people who taught you. It could be some like people close to the family. It may not be your blood relatives or anything like that. Okay. We got funeral, sexism. Oh, so the fact that she's a girl too, that's a problem with you. You didn't, man, you need to get over yourself. Listen, girls are great. Okay? There are kings and there are queens. And sometimes the queens are stronger than the kings. Sometimes the kings are stronger than the queens. It just depends on the individual. There are emperors and there are empresses. Sometimes the emperor is stronger than the empress. Sometimes the empress is stronger than the emperor. But you know what? They're supposed to work together as one, because where one is weak, the other is strong. And where the other one is weak, the other one will hopefully be strong. So with your powers combined, you make one. You make a stronger unit. It's not about one being ahead or up above the other. It's not about your gender. Your gender don't determine your importance or your ranking in society. It's about your ability to govern and to govern well, starting with self. Your ability to control yourself, and then your ability to help others to control their self. Is it? It's not about controlling others. It's about making people control themselves after you've learned how to control yourself. You have to know when to pull back and when to push forward. I got so much to teach you all, okay? But we can't do it all in one video. So that brings us to the end. Yeah, God says this sexism business, you need to disown that shit and see her strengths for what it is for your protection. The queen can protect the king sometimes. Don't get this shit twisted. Don't let society fool you. I see them with all these talks talking about how the man is supposed to protect the woman. Yeah, the man's supposed to protect the woman. The woman's supposed to protect the man too. Talk about that part. The man is supposed to provide for the woman, but yes, the woman is supposed to provide for her man too. Talk about that part. I don't know what stupidness y'all are trying to create, making it look like man's supposed to go out and do all these things and just basically do everything, and a woman is supposed to just sit at home and cock up your foot and clean the house and look after the children. Y'all got this thing fucked up. That's nonsense. Yo, we are people. Before we are male or female, we are people. So the question is, what kind of people are we? Start there. Stop looking at gender roles. Don't let society tell you what a relationship is supposed to look like. Don't let society tell you what position females or males are supposed to hold in it. Let life teach you what is really going on. So the people who govern society right now, they have no desire for our upliftment. No desire for our upliftment. They want us to stay beneath them always. So you're going to have to learn how to teach yourself. Deprogram the teachings that you got and reprogram your mind with the right things and be ready to fight. Since you're a man and you want to look at this woman like she's not supposed to be stronger than you, then you need to get on your path and deal with the devil people them when they come at you for speaking truth and living truth and promoting right. Okay? Since you're a man and you're supposed to be stronger than her, how about you walk the path and show your strength as a man? I'm telling you, sometimes the queen is stronger than the king. And how are you going to survive in this world is when you respect each other's strengths and acknowledge the weaknesses so you know when to switch roles. We are a team. We are a team. The only head of any household or the head of any organization is the Most High God. Anybody else being the head of the organization, you're going to have problems. God needs to be the head. Put God first. If you really want to win at life, you must put God first. And that is what this female has done. That's why she keep winning like that. That's why she can choose to love first and choose to put her heart out there to be broken. She could take a chance with her heart over and over again after we've breathed a little bit, because heartbreak, that shit fucking hurt. But once we get over the heartbreak, we can take a risk again, because we're giving our heart and being honest with people, and we know that there's a chance that they might disrespect us and try to get over on us. But you have to be willing to love again. You have to be willing to give everybody a chance, or even sometimes the same person, you have to be willing to give them a blank page to start over, or else you're gonna miss your blessing, bruv. So since you're such a man, let's see you stand in your man energy. Let's see you be brave and strong like that. Strong enough to put your heart out there. Strong enough to put yourself in the position to be made a fool of and overcome that shit for the right. Strong enough to take chances and risks, even with your life, for the right. Are you willing to do that, man? It's not about gender. It's a personage. It's a person thing. It's not a female or male thing. Okay? Yeah. Stop this sibling rivalry. Stop going up against each other. You're supposed to be working with each other. She could teach you a few things about how to tap into your personal strength in making God your superpower. The same way that y'all will go on and fucking make deities your superpower or make the devil your superpower. Try making God your superpower. It's the same thing, just better. Okay? So now I'm done. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you found the information here very helpful, very life-changing. Yo, Pata, I am sorry. Okay? I am sorry. I'm not trying to ruin your evil dominion. But in claiming my peace, I'm gonna have to take whatever you got that belongs to the light. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm coming to ruin your shit, but you done took things from this side that don't belong to you. So now you just have to give them back. You have to give everybody back. You have to give everything back that you did not rightfully earn or that you do not rightfully own. Okay? So, yeah. That's just the way it goes. I don't make the rules around here, okay? But it's not about you. It's about the souls of the people. It's about God. It's about God reclaiming those who wish to serve it. Those who wish to see the right and see the light and walk in it. They deserve to be given a chance. And you shouldn't be trying to stop them. Though you can if you want to, but when God kicked your ass for doing so, just remember I told you. You need to sit this part out. Okay? Whatever you're left with when it's all done, that's yours. Because people have a right to choose whether they want to follow the light or they want to follow the darkness. I know you want to own everybody and own everything, but the reality is times have changed. There's a changing of the guards going on here. Okay? So, I have no choice or say in who choose to follow the darkness, just as you have no choice or say in who chooses to follow the light. Let us get over ourselves and let the people forge their futures. I pray you grace. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.